Welcome back to another episode of Weekend Bullshit. I'm one of your hosts, Sloane, aka the Cloud Cartel UK, and with me is the tattoo tie known as Jackson Vape Reviews. Thank you.
How are we? We good? We happy?
Yeah, a bit stressed before, but we're all nice and cool now. I was just telling Jackson about my no end of computer issues the past week and a half. If any of you stopped in and was attempted to watch Across the Pond, I thank you for sticking around if you did, because that was horrendous. Basically my CPU decided to die a death on me, and the laptop was pretty much on fire. I had smoke, everything coming out of my laptop, so that's now been binned, shall we say. But new laptop, so it looks like we're doing good. The internet seems to be absolutely fine. The laptop's going well, so I think we're good to go. But
Yeah.
How you been since you had the COVID lot? Since the last time I spoke to you?
Yeah, no, well, obviously I had COVID. Well, all of us had COVID, and no, the Jackson 6 had COVID, shall I say. But obviously, coming off the back end of it, obviously I lost my taste and my smell. And then I went away for a week, took the kids away for a week, because obviously we was in isolation for, 13 days in total. Then we went away down to Yarmouth for the week. I just chilled down there for a week, got my taste back and everything like that. So I feel a lot better now. I'm not 100. I don't feel 100%. I think, there's a lot of talks about after COVID, the sort of some people with after COVID symptoms.
Yeah, sometimes symptoms last months, don't they?
Yeah, like I said to you, I do feel in the mornings. I do feel a bit like that. I feel I don't want to do anything, and everything's aching and everything like that. But within half an hour, I'm fine again. So now, apart from that, pretty good. So yeah, I've done another juice review this morning, which went out sort of 2 o'clock this afternoon. So that was a little bit better. I found it a little bit more easier, coming out of the COVID. So no, good to go. Week in, week out now. You?
Yeah, I'm good. I've had a rough week, as I've just said. Had a whole week of just stressing. Bought a new car because Sadiq Khan decided to fuck me with a diesel car. So that sounds a bit painful, doesn't it? So yeah, had to buy a dad car. That was quite fun. Had to buy a new laptop. Decided to treat myself to a couple of little bits. So now I'm skint as arseholes and I won't be going out for the next month.
The next year.
Month and a half, should I say? I think it's going to be nearly 2 months because.
Yeah, I know. Problem is, once you buy one thing, you buy the next thing. You think, oh, it's only a couple of hundred. That one, I've just spent X amount of grands on a car. This is only a couple of hundred, then a couple of hundred here, and it adds up, mate, doesn't it? And then it's like, whoa.
The problem with what happened was I knew I had to get a new car, so for a little while. Oh, I need to turn my volume up a little bit. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I turned mine off and turned yours up. But I bought it. I knew I was going to get the car, so I bought the car. And literally the day after the car was bought, something else went wrong. And then when I sorted that out, something else went wrong. And then the laptop went, and it was literally like one after the other. So
Yeah.
But hey, I survived. That's all that matters. And we're back. But no, it's been interesting, and I just want to say thanks to everybody that's already put in for the sales that I've put up. It does mean a lot, and they've come in thick and fast. So thank Tribal Buddha's in the house, so I know he put an order in, so thanks, mate. But I think before we go any further, we'll just give people shout outs who's in chats.
Yeah, you can do.
So let's see who's about. So Tribal Buddha, right off the bat, you're here.
Yeah.
Tobias is here. Cheers, mate. We've got Ern, legend that is Ern. We've got Chris Doyle is in the house. SVK Vapes we've got in the house. Who else? Michelle B. That's it at the moment. So they're the only ones talking. We've got more in chat, but if you're in chat, stop by and say hello. We'll give you a shout out and get involved. So,
what are we vaping on? You can start with ads.
What we got? To ask you.
Oh, me go first because somebody's got new shit. Yeah.
I've got.
No, I don't mind. I don't mind, mate. We'll go first with the Aromarizer Plus V2, best tank in the world by far. With the battered out Aegis Legend, which still going strong, and this has now been in the sea, fully submerged in the sea, mate.
And it survived.
Fully submerged. I dug it down in the sand and let the waves take over, and it works.
How come your one works?
I don't know, mate. That just worked. That got drenched. I mean, drenched. Took the batteries out and everything. I even put it in the water with the batteries. I wanted to see. Took it out and obviously removed the batteries. There was probably one tiny bit of sand in there. That was it. So it is. It's proven. It's been in the sea, mate. It's still going strong.
Great
and in there,
challenge.
in there, we've got some juice that I put out a review for today. Amatorium, Vitalize. That's a mint cake. So sort of a mint. Do you know an after eight? Take the chocolate off. You got an after eight, minty sort of thing. But to me, it's got like a cream. So sort of a menthol mint cream, shall I say?
Yeah.
Not a bad liquid at all. Review out for that. That's up. And then I got something new. We've got Ed and Ed. Ed Zachary version 2. Mouth to lung RTA tank on top. Oh, cracking, mate. Review is up on that channel. And then sort of here shimmy round. I will review it, as you can see. I don't know. It don't come that bright though. Does that shine bright?
Yeah.
The screen off camera, super bright, man, super bright. And we've got the Ed Balance 60-watt side-by-side kit, which I purchased the other day. 18.6. You can have an 18.650, an 18.500, and an 18.350 if I'm correct in that. However, obviously. Nice. I just stick with the 18650. It does what I want. I'm only vaping it on 18 watts, and I've still got just under half a battery left after 2 days of vaping.
Oh shit, that's good.
And in that we have a bit of Denon tobacco.
Ooh.
Lovely jubbly, quick and simple. A job is a good one. Over to you.
Right off the bat, I got a billet box with my new little toy, Philip the Panda, a Wick bridge. And I don't know why the fuck I named him Philip, but he's a saucy.
Is it written on it, Philip?
Huh?
Is it written on it, Philip?
No, I've just named him Philip.
Oh, I know. I've seen the picture of the panda. That's what I thought. It's probably got Philip written on it.
No, I've just named him Philip for some unknown fucking
reason.
Yeah. And in that, I think, she's in the chat. I have Found a Way by Dripper Labs, which is Michelle Vape's profile, so that would help.
Oh, yeah.
That is so good. I'm trying not to vape too much of that because it is really good, and I've been through 2 tanks already of that. That's really good. I've got the usual Trio Life with the Axial Pro quad core staggered fuse Claptons, and in that I've got baked cornflake sugar cookie by Grim Green and Dwayne Ownboy OC. And I can't show you the topper on this one, but I got the Odin 100 with a single coil RDA on that. And in that I've got some Mango Lemonade by Dripper Labs.
Yeah, that sounds all right, to be fair.
That was too good. It is so nice. You won't like it unless you fucking do half and half with Coolada, because there's no ice.
Yeah, no, you're going to have Coolada in it.
But I reckon with Coolada, that'll be fucking lovely.
Yeah, I'd just add Coolada separate with it. I really would.
But I've got that. I've also got the Vaporesso Lux 80.
Yeah.
With, what's in there? What the fuck have I put in there? Jungle juice. I can taste it now, just about.
Really?
It's been steeping for a very long time. About a month and a half, I reckon.
Shit, man. You want to try it on an RDA? Put it on an RDA.
I couldn't taste any of it on the RDA.
That's weird, strange. That is. I think
I'm pineapple blind, so I could just taste wet cardboard.
Yeah, you've got to be, mate, because I can taste it. I can definitely taste it when I was vaping that. My sort of juice is my sort of juice.
But you need to get hold of Dripper Labs, Mango.
No, they
Lemonade.
keep getting. To be fair with you, Dripper keep getting in touch with me on Instagram. Have I checked them out?
Yeah.
Do I fancy doing this? Do I fancy doing that? And I said, look, I've checked you out, but I'm not in no rush, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Because they keep saying, like, I think they messaged me again today. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they were saying, like, if I need help, just to email them, they'll help me go through it all. But at the minute, to be fair, I just ain't got the time. I ain't got the time to be sitting there doing everything.
Yeah.
But it does look all right, creating all your own profiles and stuff like that.
I was having a
Do you know
chat.
what I mean?
Yeah, I was having a chat with Michelle, and I'm going to get his name wrong. I can't remember the fella's name who runs it. I was chatting to them guys, and they're lovely guys. He's so enthusiastic about it. And you know how tight fisted I can be. Within the space of 20 minutes, I end up buying 4 liquids.
Shit,
So,
man.
yeah. It's only the house ones, because they've got a house recipes as well. That he's adding
Yeah.
to it every couple. I think it's like every month. Like, Michelle, correct me if I'm wrong. Is it every month or every other month that they add new recipes? Because it's still new. But
Yeah, I know it is, yeah.
hopefully, sometime in the future, sort of thing, when once everyone's schedules line up with.
What is it? You buy people's flavour profiles that they've created or something like that, isn't it? Is
It's
that what it is?
it's the main guys' recipes and their mixers, and like Michelle's got her recipe on there, but the rest you just make yourself. But you can make your own profiles and that. So you've got
Yeah.
the house flavors which have been approved by them, which they've made. And
Yeah, I
then
get what
you
you
can
mean
just
now.
make your own, save them, and if you want to change it up a bit, or you can ask them and they'll help you along the line.
Oh yeah.
But
I
yeah,
will
no,
have to have a look.
it is worth having a look. I have to stop myself looking at it, but
But this is it. It's
but
having the money in it as well. You can end up spending your rent, your fucking mortgage.
to be honest, I've got to be honest, it was cheap for what it was. Really cheap.
Really?
I think I paid just short of no 20 quid. I paid for 4 bottles,
What sizes are them?
30 mils.
Yeah, it's not too shabby, is it?
Yeah, they mix them,
Four
and
bottles.
they next day shipping.
Ah, yeah. So yeah, you can't grumble at that. No, to be fair,
So
you can't
I would
grumble
say
at that.
you have to think about the whole steeping business. I have found that I smashed through the was it the vanilla tobacco in
Yeah.
2 days, and I left enough for like 2 more drips, and I went back to it a week later, and it tasted so much better.
Yeah, it gets steeped, you see, innit?
See, I got
Steep
too
all like
overexcited. I knuckle tested it, and I was like, "Ooh!" Then I had to put it on the series box. You plow through the liquid anyway.
that.
So I
Yeah,
was
I was
literally
gonna
up
say,
and just
you just keep
plowing it
fucking
apart.
dripping away,
But
innit? Yeah,
but
well, no, I will have a
yeah,
proper look when I get a
it's
bit.
worth having a look when you get a spare minute.
Yeah, no, I
But
will do.
yeah, so that let's get to, well, it's not really a main topic, but it's just more of something to fucking talk about because we always go off fucking tangents left, right, and centre.
Yeah.
Wicking, I thought would be an interesting one we can talk about. Uh, when it comes down to cotton and wicking, do you have a preferred cotton to use?
Me personally, or is that to everybody in chat as well?
Or you and
Right.
to chat?
Personally, Wicking's a massive part. No matter
Yeah,
if it's an RDA and RTA, you know, I think if you wick, like you got your coil, bam slap in the middle. If you don't pull enough through, your
yeah,
wicks will end up dipping and breaking at the end. I think you've got to know. I think with experience and wicking after wicking all the time, you sort of get the gist of how much cotton to use. You know, if you
yeah,
use too much cotton, you choke in the coil, you moots flavour it, don't wick right. And then if you use too little, you've got the same again, sort of thing. So it's obviously every RTA and RDA is different. I tend to know because I'm not sure about you. Tank wise, say RDAs and RTAs here is probably about 50 or 60. I
mm,
use daily 2 to 3. So half of them just sit there. I review them and then I put them away. So I'm constantly using, like you always see me with the aromerizer V2. Now I wick that, must have wicked it I don't know how many times I've wicked it, but I've wicked it over and over again. So you know how you like it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sort of sense. So you get
Yeah.
to know how to wick a certain tank, where some tanks obviously are forgiving with wicking and some ain't. Some really ain't.
Yeah.
And I'm going to touch on it. I did buy it because I was sure it was fucking you that kept on saying to me to buy it. It's brilliant. I don't like mesh, and I don't think it does very well. I really don't. But and then you was on about it, and I went and got the Watofo Profile M. It is that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I've got that sitting there.
Mate,
Obviously mesh. So I need to review that and wick that.
you need to wick that.
Yeah.
I'll help
This
you with
is
that if
it.
you
So
want.
when it comes to obviously mesh, you
Yeah.
need to make sure there's enough wick in there covering all of the mesh. So you ain't got no mesh with no wick, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I think wicking wise, with everyone, I think it's trial and error, really, to be fair.
But what brand do you use? What brand do you go to?
At the minute, I'm using, as I've got packets of it, God's Cotton. My personal opinion, I think this suits RTAs better than RDAs. I think this is more finer.
Okay.
So it does work well for me in my RTA.
So is that your go-to then?
Yeah. Either Cotton Gods, Demon Cotton I use.
Someone else is saying Demon. Tribal Buddha uses Demon Killer Cotton. Is that the same thing?
Where is it? I've got it here fucking somewhere. I've got them fucking cotton somewhere. There you go. And I use muscle cotton.
Muscle cotton. Never even heard of it.
No. That's good cotton. That ain't shabby cotton, mate. That is decent cotton. But I'm savouring the rest of it. It's only got a little bit in there.
I've tried so many cottons. I've tried lots of Cotton Gods or God's Cotton, whatever way you say it. I didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Cotton Bacon Prime. Been using it for 4 years. Oh, I'll say 3 years or 3.5 years. Always go back to it. I think that's personally the best cotton you can get. But if you get it wrong, you fuck it. I think someone else was saying it in the chat about bacon roll. I bacon roll my cotton every time. So see, the thing is, people say, "Oh, it takes so bloody long." I'm not going to do it on camera for you, but you just take one of these, and you basically just spend 5 minutes.
Don't you?
But then I hold it up to the light to make sure there's no denser patches. So yeah, it takes a couple of minutes, and then I cut it again. And every time I do that, there's obviously less wastage. And then when you re-roll it, your saturation I feel is better, and the wicking's better because everything's in line.
Yeah, it's all one, ain't it?
I've had no issues with cotton bacon, and I don't know whether it's just me because I just feel comfortable with it.
So mouth to lung wise, do you use the same cotton or do you change?
I use that cotton for everything.
Really?
Everything, yeah.
See, I tend to find with some of my tanks, some of the mouth to lung tanks, Muji works very well. Better.
The pads, Muji pads.
Yeah, so you just peel it off.
I find them too wasteful.
Yeah, but look how much you pay. It's cheap as chips, don't you? You pay a couple of quid, you get the fucking bag full. Do you know what I mean? And it's easy. You rip the first, the top and the bottom off, roll it out, Scottish roll it. And I do think Muji works better for some, not all, but some of my mouth to lung tanks. It works up a lot better, in my opinion. But it is, I think, with wicking and stuff, it's trial and error, and it's how you like it. Do you know what I mean? It's like
if I'm sitting here at home and I'm re-wicking stuff, I'll take 20 minutes wicking something because I proper take my time. If I'm at work and I'm re-wicking, I can re-wick I could be sitting outside having a puff. Fuck it, I'll change it. I'll just quickly do it. There'll be a couple of minutes and it's done. But at home, I'm fucking a nightmare. I get it right up and I slowly start making sure everything's in the right place. I've cut them right. I just prefer it, and I think with cotton bacon,
I get what you mean. I do get what you mean.
I just feel cotton bacon. It looks nice, it feels nicer, and I feel like it wicks. and the actual wicking tastes better. You don't get as much cotton flavour as like with
Yeah.
Cotton Gods. I felt that unless it was proper saturated and had been broken in quite a bit, I could still have that taste, and it just
I
put
know
me
what you
off.
mean. Yeah,
The worst
getting rid of it.
cotton, and I'm sorry if you're in chat, but swag.
I don't mind swag.
Fucking hate swag. For lots of reasons. One, it's too expensive for what the fuck it is.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Two, you open a packet thinking, oh shit, I've got a decent bit of cotton, and you pull it out and it's like this long. You're like, taking the piss.
Yeah, it's just all wrapped up.
Yeah, and I thought that it was really bad at wicking, actually, the actual wicking method, like especially on RTAs. And then I could taste it for a long time. I really
it's
could
mad.
taste
Everybody's
it.
preferences, isn't it? Everybody has different preferences.
So
it is mad.
In chat, we've got a lot of Mujis. A lot of Muji.
Told you, you'll never beat a bit of Muji.
We got.
You can't. Scottish roll it. Boom.
We got Muji pads, Holy Fibre. I've never heard of Holy Fibre.
No, I've not.
Cotton Bacon. Let's go back up in chat. Well, so more Muji. Kendo Vape Cotton. I didn't like.
I have heard of that. I've never tried it.
See, I went off that because I bought a packet. I went down to my mum and dad's, so they've only got like one vape shop. I thought, fuck it, just whatever cotton you got, I'll have it. And it came out and it was like a really dark cream colour with like the bits in it. And I was just like, I don't want that. So I ended up not vaping. Just even the look of it just put me off. Obviously, it's like what they call it, like organic stuff and that. I can understand.
Yeah.
But just the look of it really put me off. It's probably fine, but yeah.
I'd have tried it. I would have tried it. Yeah, definitely tried it.
Oh, I waited till I got home.
No, I just banged a bit in, mate. Get the juice on it. Get the bloody juice on it, and jobs are good.
No, I waited. I didn't want to piss about there.
No, but that is the good thing when it comes to cotton and wicking and stuff like that. Though, with Muji, I'd always tell new people always start off for Muji because for one, it's cheap. You get loads for your money. And at the end of the day, it's trial and error. It's practice, isn't it? So if no matter what you're wicking, if it's an RDA or an RTA, it's practice. And at the end, you put your cotton in. If it's too little, you vape it, you pull it out, you put a fresh piece in, a bit thicker, cut it. It's just trial and error. And it's not going to cost you much using Muji. Because we all like it our own different ways. Some people like it pulled in a bit thicker, a bit tighter. Some like it a little bit lighter. So it's everyone's individual. So, and the main thing is, it don't cost much. If you go and buy a pack of Cotton Gods or Cotton Bacon or something like that, and you practice, yes, it's a little bit more expensive. It's going to cost you pulling the wicks and pulling them out.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, Muji, mate, a couple of quid, yourself, you get fucking bags full. And I do think new people, Muji's easier. Especially if you Scottish roll it, because the way I do it is I pull the pad out like yourself, pull it all out, cut it, roll it up in my hand till I feel it's right.
Yeah.
And it slides straight through. Job is a good one.
See, I started on Firebolt cotton. And the only reason I started on that is because you can buy it where it's a 3mm or 2.5.
With the shoe, you're on about the shoelace, aren't you?
So what I did, I used that for one whole packet just so I could feel the amount of cotton that I was using. And at the bottom, there's the extra bit. So once I got down to four strands left, I would then use that to try and get it equal, the same as what it was. And then that's what I tell everybody, like the couple of guys that I know at work that they now moved on to rebuildables. So I said, start on Firebolt, then move on to whatever you want. But it's just to feel like how much you need, because that's where most of the wastage is. I feel like
but the thing that I've noticed, I've only used them once, the shoelace cotton, is you strips like that, and the time you've pulled it through and cut it, a lot of it just get wasted.
No, because as you pull it through, you pull it all the way.
You're meant to go through the next coil, ain't you?
The next one, yeah.
Oh, mate, stop that. Sorry for that for a game. I like my separate bits. I like pulling me one, turning it around, pulling me next.
Then you can pull it through, cut it, then use the anklet and go back through.
Yeah, I can't be funny arsing around you. You turning me fucking cotton around the shoelace, man. Get it cut off.
That's how I learned how to work. But even to this day, I still have a bit of wastage.
Yeah.
Not much. Enough that it annoys me. I was just trying to see if there's a little bit flapping around somewhere. But literally, I'll probably waste about this much. So not a lot at all. But I
What I
always
tend to do is when I've wicked an RTO and RDA, then the cotton that I've got left over or cut off, I keep for my mash long tank. That's what I do. So I sort of get lesser waste. I've always done that. So I put them into a separate bag and then take them out and pray to God that they fit a mouth long.
Well,
Do you know what I mean?
wicking that bridged, I could not believe how little amount of cotton it took.
I can imagine, yeah.
Because it looked quite big, obviously, when I showed it to you, but it's literally like this big. It is absolutely tiny, and that was a learning curve, should we say, for wicking, because you've got to cut. Because where it's like a rectangle, you cut along there and then along there, and then you flip it in. And it's like a completely different way of wicking. Like you'll find with a profile. With the profile, you have to cut up at angles. So it's just a completely different way of cutting and tucking your wicks. Because I do the when I tuck it, I always use these. So I grab it, bring it up and in. So you get like the little
sort of in and it.
Yeah, so you push it in, and especially with stuff like the wick, the bridges, sometimes that's quite difficult because it's such little cotton, you don't have any room. Because when you try and lift it, you pull it out the other side. So I know it's a very much a pokey sort of job.
Yeah, no, you do that on the Ed Zachary. It's very small wicking ports themselves. You have to lift, inch and drop. You ain't got much give there.
Yeah.
Sometimes tweezers do come in handy just to tinker around, get it nicely in. But no, it's trial and error with cotton. You know what I mean?
It was. I think it was more stressful than learning to actually install coils, wicking. It was more of a learning curve, I felt, than actually.
Yeah, no, I get that. I do get that. Yeah, it was easier putting the coil in.
Yeah, and learning how to glow them and how to put them in properly. That was easier than wicking.
When I first started with RTAs, a lot of them were the floating decks. What I tended to find when I was doing them, I'd wick them, get it all nice and neat, looks good, vape it, and the juice would be pissing out everywhere.
Yeah.
And I kept and then you're taking it off, and then you're putting new wicks in, a little bit longer, putting it back, pissing out. So that's what I struggled with, was wicking RTA to start with.
I hate it. The only RTA I use is the ether. This has been sitting on its side for before our last show, so 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks. Not one bit of leakage. I always do it. Sometimes I leave them upside down or on the side, just on a piece of paper here, just to see how good my wicking is.
Oh, on that note, you hear some people say if you're doing perfect wicking, you get bubbles.
Yeah, I always get bubbles.
I always get bubbles, but I disagree on sometimes. I think on some RTAs, you get bubbles, you mute the flavour.
You think?
I really do. Yeah, I really do believe that. I think bubbles all the time ain't great. I really do, because I've had bubbles on some other RTAs I used in the past.
Yeah.
And I know that flavour, if you get what I mean. I know the juice I've got, and it's muted. And then I've pulled the cotton out, took a bit more off, put the wicks back in, no bubbles, flavour tenfold better, and no leaking.
But the trouble is, are you getting a bubble train or just a couple of big bubbles?
Just a couple of big bubbles here, there.
Yeah. You got to get the little bubble train going. Lots of little ones just going up.
Yeah, I always have the little bubbles on.
Yeah.
On my ether, always all the way up the top.
Yeah, that means you've got your wicking good.
I'm a good wicker anyway, mate.
Do you know what? There's 9 attempts on the ether. 9 attempts.
Really?
Oh, Josh, the Vaping Jedi, was the only one that could get me through it, because I'm not used to like MTL sort of wicking, because I'm used to just jabbing it in and getting quite a lot at the bottom and then just like sort of spreading them out. But with this, you literally just damn it.
Yeah, I think mouth to lung tanks themselves, I think you need to spend just a little bit more time.
Yeah.
With.
It's not forgiving, really, is it?
It's like a lot of people say. A lot of people do say, pack that cotton in and all this. Like, I think it's a little bit bullshit, because I think you still need a little bit of air a little bit of more bit of bereavement in that cotton,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. You still need air to get through it. You can't just fucking pile it straight off so it's bumped in there. You need a bit of breathing space. That's what I tend to find, and it works well for me.
See, this is people ain't going to agree with me with this, but I feel like I don't get good flavour off the blotto,
Which one?
the big one, the original one. The mini one, I know people love the mini.
No, I think if you wick it right and you get your coils sat in, because obviously the original blotto I did have, and then the whole deck post snaps off mine, so I didn't get much use of it. From
I
what I
get no
remember,
flavour.
yeah, from what I remember, it took me a while to wick it, to be fair with you. And it was getting them coils right, because if I remember rightly, the posts come up and over, didn't they?
Yeah,
Like that. So you were limited to sort of coils in there. You either
like
put
2.5s.
this is it, because when you put the 3 mils in, it was they were literally touching,
Yeah.
So you had to come down. I think at one point I did get decent flavour, but the rest of it was muted. And then I had the mini, and I just found I did like the mini. Don't get me wrong, I like the mini, decent flavour, but not enough air, too
Yeah.
restricted.
Yeah.
Even when bringing the coils down in size, I still felt it weren't. I
Yeah, I
couldn't vape it
struggled.
day in, day out. I could sit there, don't get me wrong, for 20 minutes and have a vape off it.
Yeah, it wasn't enjoyable.
Yeah. It weren't nothing, but I couldn't go out. I couldn't pick that up and go out for the whole day with the blotto mini. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
It just
Well,
ain't my vape.
Ern's had the same issue as me. I don't get good flavour off my blotto. So don't worry, mate. It's not just you. And Michelle's
Yeah.
saying she struggles wicking the Atmazu dot shell. That is a bastard to wick. I
I've
know
not
what you
seen
mean
one.
by dry hits. You may be packing a bit too much cotton in it. Just try and make sure where the wick ports are that it's just covered. Don't jab it in there. You might. That's what I found, especially with the wicked. You couldn't have a thick amount of cotton in there because the juice holes are like, well, I can't even say how small they are because my fingers don't close that much, but they are so
Pinholes.
small,
Yeah,
so
I can
small.
imagine. Do you fluff your wicks, or do you put them
Nope,
straight in?
no, don't fluff.
Why?
I don't know. Every time I
You got to
fluffed,
fluff.
no. Every
Yeah,
time
I think you got to, man.
no, you don't have to. I don't
I know
fluff
you don't
anything.
physically have to, but I think you got to remember your juice is travelling up the wicks, right? So if you fluff them out, they're all nice and even. There's no sort of
Well,
knots
if you
or
cotton roll, you don't
whatever.
have to do it.
Yes, but no, I
Scottish
still
roll,
would.
not cotton roll. I call it cotton roll now. But if you do that, then everything's already inlined anyway.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. I just
So
like to get the
yeah,
ends a bit
lots of
fluffy.
people fluff. Okay, let's ask chat. Chat, are you a fluffer or a non-fluffer?
And what I tend to find though, no, I know it may sound stupid, but when you're wicking certain RTAs or RDAs, if you fluff, so like you've got say your RTA, and obviously you've got your two wicking ports. Now some you have the guides, so it goes into say the hole, right?
Yeah,
If you fluff, you can get the cotton in a little bit better, so you've got some air and you've got some breathement coming
yeah,
through. So you're not overpacking, if that makes sense.
yeah.
I know what I'm saying up here. I don't know if it's coming across right.
I know what you're trying to say,
Yeah.
but oh fuck, Blotto's coming out of a single coil and saying tribal Buddha. I think wicking my Hellvate vert was really easy, and I was expecting it to be a pain in the ass. Yeah, I've got to be honest. That always makes me feel better when you get like a new RDA or an RTA, and you look at it, you think, oh fuck, this is going to be a pain in the ass. But then it's just like easy sailing, and just
Easy.
before that
Yeah.
first puff, you're like, I've probably fucked this because it's this has been so easy. But then it's been fine. I've had that massively on the Axial Pro because it's so tight in there. I thought, oh fuck
Yeah.
this. But
But it's like I said, I'm dreading, to be fair with you, wicking the profile M because it's mesh and I just don't like wicking mesh. And I'm not going to try it. I normally try before I do wick it and everything like that beforehand. But with this one, it was a quick spur of the moment buy, and you get 3 coils, obviously 3 different mesh coils.
yeah.
And rather than use one and then put it to the side, I'd rather keep all 3 neat and used and then do it on camera. If
Yeah.
that makes, do you get what I mean?
Do you
If
know
that
what?
makes
Using
sense.
mesh there's a lot of things you got to remember, and if you're going to do it straight on camera, because I know you do everything live. Well, live,
Yeah.
as in when you're bending it, you got to make sure you bend it correctly. Because if you bend one end, so you got to make sure they're all in line. Because if one's off, then your arc's going to be at an angle, and then one side's going to hit the cotton and not. When you put it into the actual deck, when you screw it down, it will try to move. So what you got to make sure you do, it's a fucking pain in the ass. You use the bending rod and you hold it in there as you do it, but don't press down, because if you flatten the top, you fuck it as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, you fuck the coil, won't you?
Yeah. Oh, we've had fluffers in. Right. Earn lightly fluffs.
Dang. Everybody fluffs.
Try with the same. Fluffers make good money though, which is true.
So you've got it, mate. You've got a fluff.
Oh, Michelle, she's asking for a good single coil RDA. I can't show you yet, but the one I'm using at the moment, I would say is the best single coil RDA.
I've not tried that, but I know you was on about it beforehand.
Yeah, I'll just do that. That's about as much as you can see, because I don't want to get in trouble.
I don't really vape. Like I said earlier to you, single coil wise, I only, if I did single coil, I'd keep it at high ohms and put it on a squonk mod personally. That's what I would do.
Well, I've got
a dual for me.
I've got a quad alien in this, and I don't do single coils, but obviously they've asked me to give it a go, see what it's like, and fuck me, it's good. The flavour is on point. Like I'd say it's up there. But the deck's just like a basic like postless deck. But the top caps is what's changed it from a single to a dual. And have you known the RDA for vaping?
Yeah.
Have you seen the top cap where it squares it off in the inside? It's basically the same as that. Nigh on the same, but on a 22 mil.
Oh yeah.
And I took that to the wedding yesterday, panicking that fuck, I'm not gonna like it. I was pounding it all day yesterday, and it was so nice. I'm getting notes off some liquids that I haven't got before, and I've been using liquids.
It's doing the job, it's doing it well then, isn't it?
And on 75 watts, you can see the production, and that's all flavour. There's no flavour being
you
lost.
Can't moan at that.
The only thing I don't like is the way they've done the airflow. But
is it top airflow?
Side airflow, straight to the coil.
It's angled. Is it coming in straight or is it coming in angled?
Straight. And it's not turbulent, and it's not sharp. It's just oh god, I might just show it in a minute just to make it easier. But if you're a pop and painter, it's not for you.
Yeah.
Because trying to get that fucking top cap off is a bit of a pain in the arse. Maybe over time, it'll be all right once the O-rings loosen up a little bit. But hey, I'm loving it at the moment.
That's the main thing, mate. That's the main thing. If it works and you're happy with it, that's the thing I'm trying to look for. Because I'm always constantly on the Aromarizer Plus V2. I do think it's bloody awesome. Best things ever. I know it sounds stupid, but I vape it all the time, day in, day out, and I vaped it for what? 2 years? No, year and a half, 2 years, something like that. You want something new, if you get what I mean. You want something new to vape all day, and I haven't really found that on an RTA as of yet, to be fair with you. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm all RTA wise, I'm still always coming back and thinking, is the Aromarizer 2 better than all the other RTAs out there that I vaped? And it is. It's clear winner.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? There's other decent RTAs, don't get me wrong, that are hitting at like 7 or 8, but the Aromarizer V2 hits at 10. And I'm trying to compare everything. I don't think you'll beat it, mate. I really don't.
That's the best RDA on the market.
Yeah, I remember
you saying. That's the best RDA on the market, hands down. And yeah, I swear by that. This is very close. Do you know what? Fuck it. If this gets me in trouble, I don't care. This is what it looks like. It's only small. The airflow is on the side. But what I will
angle drip tip.
Huh?
Is the drip tip angled like
Yeah,
cone?
yeah.
Yeah, I
There's a
thought so.
different
Yeah.
one. I'll get the box. So this is all your guys' fault if I get in trouble for this. It's the Nitros RDA 22mm by Damn Vape and God Coco Sarang. So
Yeah.
hit up Damn Vape. I know they hit me up on fuck me on Instagram. This lid. That's the only problem. Trying to get this lid off is it's a pain. So I get it comes with two top caps. You got the single coil. That's the
Yeah.
dual coil. But if you can see at the bottom where it's like cut off.
Yeah. Fingered off for the air to come in.
The single
Yeah.
coil is obviously closer together. I
No, it looks
haven't
all right, mate.
I haven't yet tried the dual coil, but as a single coil, mate, you're not gonna. But 20, I think the only problem you got is it's a 22mm. So
Yeah.
on the Odin 100, you can't really go
It
wrong.
don't look
It
bad.
looks good. But on
The only thing I'm worried about is dual coil. I think the top cap may get a bit hot.
see, that's what I was thinking of. So that's why I've been trying it. I cut it. The length they told me I cut it a lot shorter because it was really close.
Yeah, I can
So
imagine.
I cut it to 4 and then just gave it a little, pulled it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I've had,
It's
but then it sits perfectly in front of the airflow because you
yeah,
can't see
flow.
it on this. But if you hold it up to light, I can see the whole coil through the side. But the only problem when you're getting the top cap off, if you try and pull it off, you pull the air ring hole off, the airflow hole, because
Hey.
it just slits on the top.
Oh
But it's
yeah.
got O-rings. But it's not really an issue, to be honest. Exactly, SVK top cap like the RDA for vaping. It is the top cap is pretty much identical. The shape's obviously different, and it's not as condensed as the RDA vape.
Yeah.
Because I've got my RDA vapor somewhere up there, and I won't get it, but I've managed to melt the bottom of the drip tip completely
No, I know what you mean. It's
because
like
it was
a
too much of a
mesh.
small.
What was it on? I'm trying to think. When I reviewed the Doom RTA, that
Yeah,
was obviously inside the top cap. You had the what do we can call it? It weren't metal. It was some sort of
Delrin,
yeah,
Ultron.
Dowran sort of plastic up inside. Now with a Doom, you can either mesh coil it or single coil.
Yeah,
Now, if you put a single coil in, if you left it too high, we inside your dome, and obviously you got your air that's coming
yeah.
in, your infused air that's coming in, because it's the dowering. You'd have to watch it because if you left that coil a little bit too high, you'd burn all the airflow. Do
Yeah,
you get what I mean?
that's not good.
So you've got to watch it.
See,
You've got to
I
be
had that
careful.
issue with the Requiem. Have you
Yeah,
ever used a Requiem?
no,
But
but I've
that's
seen it
got
quite a lot.
the Ultim that you slip over the top, which then is
Yeah.
your airflow. But it sits so close to your coil. If you offset that coil by next to nothing, you just burn the shit out of
Well, yeah,
some of the airflow. Yeah, you can replace it,
yeah,
but you'd rather have something that would just say
not the point.
atomizer short and you
Yeah,
can move it.
this
But
is it. You say.
when
So,
was
what
the
plans have we got? Any plans this week?
any plan? Filling orders now. I got
Oh, yeah.
lots and lots of little orders coming. Not little orders, but lots of orders coming in. I'm currently at the last stages of being in an actual online vape shop. I won't give the name or anything because we're just in the final stages. So you won't have to come speak to Muggins to get your coils. You can actually just go straight online and order it
Oh,
direct from a vape shop. So yeah, that's exciting news. What else have I
good,
coming up?
good.
After this, literally at 10 o'clock, we got Codename Wired, the Coil Building show. So stick around for that. That'll be great fun. That was meant to be last week, but because of the computer issue and Duchess's work schedule, we just had to leave it, and then we're doing it this week now. So apart from
Yeah.
that, I don't think I got. Oh, I've got my second part of my nephew's wedding this week, so be able to
Second
go.
part? What do you
Yeah,
mean second part?
they're like a week long.
How can you have a week-long fucking wedding?
My wife's family are Bengali, so they're Muslims.
Ah,
So
yeah.
we had the Nikah Mendi yesterday. That was great fun. So that was just
Yeah.
loads of food, loads of dancing, and then we've got the other part, which is more food, more dancing on Thursday, which will be great fun. Then Friday is sort of like the first breakfast lunch thing with
Ah, yeah, yeah.
my nephew's family and then his new wife. So that'll be good fun. But
That's pretty good,
yesterday,
mate, yeah.
I was knackered by the end of yesterday. So we got there at like 11 o'clock. We left at 11 o'clock and it was still going on at 4 in the morning.
Oh, for God's sake, man.
They're loving it.
Nah, yeah, no,
Good
fair play,
food.
fair
Good
play.
food. So it's good because it's all home cooked food. And to be honest,
Yeah,
I
but
prefer
a
home
decent
cooked
home
food.
cooked, yeah.
Yeah,
I can imagine.
especially with curries. Like I don't go to restaurants like curry restaurants anymore because home cooking so much better.
Yeah, I can imagine, mate. The flipping
Yeah.
imagine. I have to stick with a fucking pizza.
I
Do you know what I mean?
can't do pizza no more.
No, I
Oh,
can't, mate. It's rare. We do have, obviously, for easiness. We order now and again for just the
yeah.
fact that it is easy, and it you just can order. But
It ruins my guts for the next day.
yeah, but this is it, isn't it? Yeah.
Mm. It's
And then
like
you hear things and you
toxic
see
waste
things,
for the
mate.
next day.
It's like some takeaways. You look at the pizza and you think, banging, the pizza's banging, yeah.
Yeah.
Turn it upside down. Not many people will do this. You won't even think about this. Pizza comes, you open the box, you think banging. That's the pizza. You start eating it, right?
Yeah.
Turn the whole pizza upside down, and it is quite a lot of places. Yeah, it's all mouldy. You'll have green patches of mould.
Really?
Honestly, mate. Honestly,
See,
honestly.
we go to a pizza place round by here, and it doesn't use tomato based. It's minced meat as the base.
Ah, yeah.
They get like 15 inches for £8. And
See, that's cheap, isn't it?
it's so good, but the next day you don't want to be around me the next day. It's
Yeah,
horrendous.
it all comes up the next day.
Oh, I've cleared the office at work. It's just unsafe for me to be at work the next day after pizza. But Chris loves a vindaloo, mate. You need to eat a fowl if you want anything.
I used to. I'll join that on Chris. I used to love a vindaloo, but the one thing I've noticed that I can't do anymore since I stopped physically smoking. I don't know if it's with anybody in chat. Say if it has. I can't eat as much spicy stuff anymore. When I used to smoke, I could eat a vindaloo easy.
Yeah.
Now that I don't smoke and I vape,
Yeah.
it kills me. I'll be honest with you, it kills me, man. I'm like heating up, I'm sweating. It's got to be that when you're smoking cigarettes, they've got to be doing something. Yeah, it's got to be.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
It
And as
suppresses
soon
your
as
taste
you
buds.
stop, it's like, whoa, everything hits the tongue and the mouth.
See, I normally eat hotter than vindaloo. I normally go for something like fowl and a bit hotter because my wife makes it for me.
No, stop that, mate.
And what you got to do is save half of it, and then eat the other half in the morning. So the longer you leave it, the hotter it gets.
Oh, I can't be dealing with that. I'll be getting the yogurt out, everything out, mate. Get the milk out, get the yogurt out.
See, here's something for you. I never knew this. The wife can't handle as much spice as I does. So if she has something that's too spicy, she has a teaspoon of sugar.
How'd that work?
Apparently, that's what they all use. Just a little teaspoon of sugar. Just hold it on your tongue, and it kills everything.
Really? You serious?
Yeah, that's what she told me. I'm not pulling your leg. I've never tried
I
it.
will
I've
try
never
that.
tried it.
I will try. Honestly, I'll try that.
Yeah,
I'm going to try
that's
that.
what she does.
White sugar or brown sugar?
White sugar. That's what she has in the kitchen.
Yeah,
So she'll run to the. If I make a go, she'll run to the kitchen and get a little teaspoon of it. But
I never knew that. I always thought it was like you Greek yogurt.
no, well, see that just masks the taste really. But if you're eating it and you're like, fuck, your tongue has gone red, your lips have gone red, spoonful of sugar.
No, I'm trying that. I will try it. I will try that.
Well,
I'm remembering
T
that.
swears by it. That's all she uses. She won't do yogurt, but a lot of people have the yogurt with the curry anyway.
Just thanks to Michelle for popping in.
Oh,
Thank you. She's off to do a live on Instagram.
Well, have fun. We'll try and jump in after this. See you later.
Go on.
Chris can only eat half a fowl. See,
I don't
vegetable
think
fowl's
tried
better.
it. I've never tried it. I've had hot sauce. We have hot sauces, like severe hot. I don't know what we have, but the missus buys and we have fucking hot sauce.
Do you know how to make it hotter?
No.
Remember, acids on acids. So add tomato ketchup to your hot sauce, not a lot of it, and it'll make it more hotter.
Really?
Yeah. So that's all you got to remember. Acids on it. If you got acid, something that's acidic, to make it enhance it more, adds a different sort of acid to it. So tomato ketchup's really acidic. So add a bit of tomato sauce, and it'll give it a better flavour.
No, I'll hold you to that. I'm going to try all this when I get off camera.
Well, if you like hot sauce, a mate of mine, Donna, she has. I'm going to get it. I don't even know if she's Jamaican. She's from the Caribbean. She has her own line of hot sauce. It's called Mama Lollies. And it's like her nan's recipe. And I swear by it. I go through like 3 bottles a month. And they are top notch. Yeah, I'll sort you out a couple of bottles. When I get some more, I'll pick you up one.
I'll have to try some of this, yeah.
And she
does. Like I said, I love my hot stuff. I just can't have it. It's hot anymore. I can't deal with it. But the missus carries on with it.
Yeah, so she does one that's a tropical hot sauce that has like pineapple and guava in it. And that's really good. You think, oh, that doesn't sound
nice.
You think,
no, that sounds quite nice.
But yeah, mate, it's unbelievable. I'll sort you out a couple of bottles because I regularly buy it.
Yeah, we go for about 10 bottles of fucking tomato sauce in our fucking house.
Really?
Yeah, the missus and so like obviously, so like got a plate of chips.
Yeah.
Right. She'll have gravy over them, and then tomato sauce over them. Honestly, and the kids are the same. Well, no, but it's like. Well, obviously, we went away for the week to see through, and they got like chip vans, so it's covered in the town centre. You got like chip vans covered, and they call them kiddie cones and stuff like this.
Yeah.
So you get your cone, and then you got to ask for curry sauce or gravy with tomato sauce, and they just look at you, and they're like on top, and I'm like, well, yeah, I want everything on top mixed in, and the kids do as well, mate. So we go through bottles and bottles of tomato sauce easily every day. They have tomato sauce
all day long.
No, I like brown sauce. If we're gonna have a bacon sandwich, pepper, salt, brown sauce, job's a good one. But naturally, I don't really have sauce. It's rare that I ever have sauce.
Yeah, I don't do ketchup too much. The only time I use ketchup is in a cheese toasty in the old Breville's. Cheese and a tiny bit of ketchup. That's good. But everything else.
I don't like with cheese like that though. Huh? When you put it in the toasty maker and then it comes out and all the cheese is it's not that game.
You've got to do it properly. You put all the cheese in the middle. You don't put any. You got to leave about that much either side, and then it won't come out.
No, I couldn't eat it like that. I've got to wait till the cheese is gone cold and hard again.
Well, then why'd you have a cheese toast? Did you have a cheese sandwich?
No, I wouldn't. But what I'm saying is, like, like a pizza, fresh pizza. I'll wait till all the cheese is not gone like stringy. Ooh. No, I gotta wait till it calms down, sets, and then eat it. That's better. And it's like with cheese sandwiches and stuff like that. I'll only eat cathedral.
Oh, you're a posh boy.
Nah, that ain't posh, mate. Cathedral. Everybody can afford a bit cathedral now.
See, I buy as the value cheese. That's all I use.
That's all right. Yeah, but that as the value cheese is dearer than the cathedral.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Honestly, mate. As the value cheese is dearer than cathedral cheese.
Okay, I guess I'm going to be moving to cathedral if it's cheaper.
It's about 10p.
If I want to push the boat out, a bit of red Leicester.
I like that, but that just reminds me of a kid. Do you know, like when you had family parties? I don't know if you did, but if you had family parties and you'd have your like buffet, you'd have your red Leicester grated with your normal cheese into a sandwich.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That reminds me of
multicoloured.
Yeah, that's what that reminds me of.
Here you go. You'll know, because I tried to talk about this on the show and no one had a fucking clue what I was going on about. Where's the bottle? Here you go. When you was at school, did you used to get raspberry yogurt? And they used to have it in the big pot and they used to put it into the little pots for you.
Yeah.
Dripper Labs, raspberry yogurt. Oh, fucking camera. Well, anyways, raspberry yogurt, identical.
Oh, yeah.
I had one puff of it and I was like, oh, fuck. It took me straight back to when I was at school and I could just picture that it was like the big white, like, looked like the paint can things. And they used to put it in their little pots for it. It tastes identical. There's no
they
difference.
can't it all out. Yeah. I remember that.
That's exactly what that tastes like.
Shit, man.
Yeah, that
what's going on? Oh, they brought back, what was it? Twinkies. Not Twinkies. Well, no, what was it fucking called? Twizzles.
Twizzles?
Yeah, you used to get them years ago.
Oh, turkey Twizzlers.
That's it. They're crap. They're nothing like the original.
Really?
Nothing, mate. Nothing like them.
See, we used to get them potato smileys and beans.
Yeah, with the Twizzlers.
Yeah.
They took everything out. It was Jamie Oliver, I think, who brought them back in, weren't it? But he took everything out, all the shit out of them.
All the good shit they've taken out.
Yeah. They just left with the shit.
See, afterwards we used to get Tottenham cake. Do you remember the little sponge cake with the pink icing on top?
You mean an iceberg?
Yeah, we call them Tottenham cakes.
No, mate, we call them an ice bun.
No, an ice bun's like... They're like the round ones with the icing on top.
Yeah, no, so it's like a batch. It looks like a hot dog batch. And then you have the pink icing on top.
Oh, no, see, we're talking about, they're like squares. They're like sponge cakes with the pink icing on top.
No, I've never had that.
Oh, it's called Tottenham cake. It's basically the same thing as an ice bun, but a bit different.
Yeah, a bit different base, but still with the icing.
Yeah, used to like that.
Yeah, you're bringing that up. I had my first ice bun. Because if you remember, years and years ago, Greg's used to do the long ice buns with the icing on top.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
And then everywhere stopped doing them. You can't get them from anywhere.
Yeah.
And when we were away, I seen them. I thought, oh, I'm having a couple of them. And exactly the same as when I was a kid.
See, mine was Yum Yums.
Ah, yeah, Yum Yums, all the glazed icing and sugar all around.
Me and my nan used to go down to Baker's and get them. But now they do them in Greg's as well. I saw them.
Yeah, in packs. Yeah.
Oh,
no.
I love a Yum Yum. They're a bit
like mince pie. No, mate, what you need, get a bowl, get a mince pie, right? Heat the mince pie up, 2 mince pies in a bowl, heat them up for about a minute, and then get some double whipped cream, layer it on top, bang him. No,
I would just eat the mince pie as they are. I can't have them.
Nah, heat them up with a bit of cream on top. Lovely. See, I need to shut up because it makes myself hungry now.
Last thing about food, I don't know if you do this. I got taught this by my granddad, and me, my dad, and my granddad do. Your Yorkshire puddings. I wait until the end, and I put strawberry jam in them and eat them.
Yorkshire puddings. What do you do that for? It's on a Sunday dinner, man.
You save them to the end. They're puddings, and you put your strawberry jam in them and then eat them.
Where do you get why are you putting strawberry jam on a Sunday dinner?
No, you save them to the end. So once you finish
dinner, and then wash the plate down and put a bit of jam in them.
No, you put them on a separate plate, a little side plate, and then you put your strawberry jam in them, and then just give them an eat. I got tea on them. She was like, "Fuck that, I ain't doing that." And I was like, "Go on, give it a go." And she loves it as well. Strawberry jam or marmalade if you want to push the boat out.
Never ever heard of that. All I do is on your Sunday dinner we have about 4 Yorkshire puddings each.
Yeah, same as me. We fight for it.
Right. Get the gravy in. Make sure you're hooping them with gravy. Get a bit of mint sauce on top. Sprinkle the mint sauce on top. Put your stuff in. Jam them with the stuff in. Boom. Job's a good one. So they're all soggy.
Oh,
that's banging.
I don't do gravy. I don't do stuffing. Mint sauce.
Really?
I can do mint sauce. I'm with you with mint sauce, but no.
You can't have gravy on.
No, I don't do gravy.
Shit, man. Nah, the only gravy I like. No, I'm saying that we buy all gravy. We do buy all gravy, but I like, what is it called? In the glass, it's Bisto, but it's in the glass jar. and it's the powder, so it's not the
Oh yeah,
granule powder.
yeah.
That's banging. Oh, the flavour.
Don't
And
do
I
gravy.
I don't eat mash.
Oh, I don't do roast potatoes.
Oh, they're banging.
No,
Roast potatoes and boiled potatoes.
I boil potatoes, but I mash them.
Yeah. No, get the fucking mash gone, mate. I don't need people to mash my food up. I can mash it up.
Mashed potatoes is the way forward. Oh, I make a
No.
banging mashed potato. See, I put rosemary and garlic in my mashed potatoes.
And I bet you put milk in it, don't you?
No,
Oh, you don't? You put butter?
I will put like a little teaspoon of butter in there, then just go to town on them.
I couldn't. It's the no. I think I like spuds, so I do like spuds. I do like a spud, but I think once you mash it, for me, it's the texture. If that makes sense, in my mouth, it's all no. I
Gooey
can't be
and
doing that.
oh.
No.
See, I season the water before I put the mashed potatoes in, and I put
Mm.
rosemary in the water.
And you call
I
me, you
yeah.
call me posh with a bit of fucking cathedral.
Only me mash is posh. That's it. Just get and some garlic powder as well while you're mashing it.
You're adding stuff to the fucking plain water, man.
Yeah.
I can't be dealing with that.
The missus
Do you know
loves
what
her
I
mashed
mean?
potatoes, so I make. She loves the creamy mash, so I spend about 10 minutes on mashed potatoes, mashing them.
No, I can't be dealing with that. I remember as a kid, we used to get force fed mash, and you used to eat, used to sit there at the dinner table, heaving, and your mum and dad are saying, you know, you don't eat it, you eat it for tea, for breakfast. That's how we were brought up. And you did, you had to eat it, or they'd serve it you back in the morning, the first thing. But you used to shovel the mash in, and it used to be lumpy. And you're like that. Do you know what I mean? So
That's good.
I think that's why I'm put off and I can't be dealing with it. It's because of that. But
See, I love Brussels sprouts,
no,
but what you do
Ew.
is you save a little bowl of them, like a mini bowl of them, till the morning. You get bread and butter and cold. You mash it in the bread and butter and then eat it. That is bang. That's
No,
good.
the smell, mate. If you cook Brussels sprouts in my house, I'd be heaving. I
Oh,
can't deal with that.
I grill Brussels sprouts as well, so they're like hard and crunchy.
They are rank.
But they don't give me the farts though.
That's because you're probably used to them, man.
Yeah.
Because you eat that many of them.
When I moved out of my mum and dad's, I lived in Hammersmith for a while, and I was like, right, I'm going on a massive diet. So all I ate was grilled chicken, grilled carrots, and grilled Brussels sprouts. I've done a pound of Brussels sprouts back to
Oh,
back.
I can't believe you eat them.
Oh,
If somebody put them on my plate, on the side of my plate with other food, I can't eat none of the food. If it's touched anything, I can't be dealing with that. But on the other hand, I love a pig in a blanket.
I
Banging.
used to. I can't eat.
Banging.
I bet you got one of the giant ones, didn't you?
No, I'll have a pack to myself. I can eat 16. I'll eat 16, and if they're all cooked on Sunday dinner.
Oh,
You know.
fucking tribal Buddha's pushing the mashed potato boat out. He has it with white cheddar cheese, roasted garlic, and a little bit of scallions and dillweed.
Ew.
Oh,
Jack.
mate, smashing it. I'm gonna have to
Yeah, I
try
know.
that.
I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people like mash. It's just I can't stomach it. I can't do
Yeah,
it, man. Do you know what I mean? I'll tell you something a bit different that's quite nice.
go on.
Toast, right? Toast with paste on, chicken paste on top. Boom.
Oh,
And mate, you need to try it. It's no good looking like that. No,
oh,
honestly, because you've got the heat of the toast, a little
yeah.
bit of the butter, and then spreading the paste on top gives it a nice flavour.
It's
That
like pate, isn't it? Really?
it's similar, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's similar. It just lights it all up a bit. I think that's good.
Oh, Joe, I might have to give
Yeah.
that a go.
It is.
Oh,
It's nice.
fuck yeah, we got some good guys in fucking chat. We got Ern with bacon wrapped venison tenderloins on the
Venison,
menu tonight.
no, venison's a bit out of my league. I can only deal with a bit of beef. I can't afford that.
I do like a bit of venison. If
Never
it's
had it.
killed, because I've got family in Missouri, so they shoot and eat on like literally the same day. Tasting fresh meat is a completely different ball game.
Oh yeah.
Different ball game.
I've never tasted that, so I can't say nothing about. I've never ever tasted that.
Yeah, it does. Somehow it tastes so much nicer. Like fresh chicken that's been killed literally an hour and a half before you've eaten it.
Yeah,
It tastes so much nicer, especially if they're wild chickens. So like none of this
yeah, I can
battery shit.
imagine. Yeah,
And I got a mate was like, oh, I go to what's it called, JJ Fast Foods. I get like 60 kilograms of chicken for like a fiver. I was like, the poor bastards are like this in the cages. It's like they're all proper
yeah,
battery chickens, and you can taste the difference.
yeah. No, I do. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I do know what you're saying on that.
But sometimes it's fine. Like every chicken shop and that uses battery chickens. KFC probably do as well.
I'm sure most of KFC's chickens allow me, as far as I'm aware. It is,
There's
isn't it?
one. There's one here that is because
Yeah, I
I
think.
haven't had KFC in like 4 years. And me and the wife, I think it was last week, we went and had KFC for the first time in years.
Yeah,
Yeah, do you know, I enjoyed it.
yeah, it is nice. It did. I think the problem with KFC years back, the chips with the chips and the chicken was better. I think now, especially where I am, they've changed the chips. I don't know what they've done with the chips, but the chips are nowhere near like they used to be.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? And the chicken, I don't like. I know it's one of them, but I like pure white chicken. I don't like black or bruised chicken. It's not the same. It's not the same tasting.
yeah.
And I tend to find, especially if you depending on what you get, if you get a bucket, a bargain bucket, most of the legs are black meat. I don't like black meat.
Yeah,
Do
so
you know what I
you like the
mean?
white breast meat type thing.
Yeah, pure white breast meat with the skin on. Boom, job's a good one.
Skin's the best bit.
Yeah, you've got
Oh,
to eat
fucking.
skin.
Have you ever made chicken bacon?
What do you mean chicken bacon?
Right, it's something for you. If you have paprika in your house,
Yeah, we
what
do.
what you got to do? Cut all the skin off the chicken, lay it flat, season the chicken skin up, and then just put it in the oven, and it crisps it up, and it goes like bacon. Oh mate,
Oh yeah. No, I've never had that.
because when it's on the chicken, it might go a little bit crispy, but because of the moistness of the chicken, it don't go like a bacon sort of texture. Cook it flat on just on like a bacon tray, and oh
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, just let it rise up a little bit.
mate, it's good.
I'll have to try. I'll have to try.
The
I'm
vape
very limited
show that's about food.
on
That's what happens when you got someone's a bit fluffy on the show.
how much do you weigh?
Mate, I'm probably about 19 and a half stone, I reckon.
Like, fuck off. Bullshit.
Yeah.
You look smaller than me.
No, mate, I'm it's because I'm tall. Here you go.
How
This
tall are you? Go on.
Yeah, I'm 6'1".
Oh, shit. Yeah, a bit taller than me then.
See, I knew I was fat because the other week I went and bought a suit for my nephew's wedding. I was like, I'm a 38. I was like, that'll give me a bit of extra room. Do you know what? No. It was
Why
like
are you 40?
42 trousers I just bought. It's
Yeah,
like
but
a
that's from
fucking
a fitted.
windsock.
That's from a fitted tailor as well, though, isn't it?
But it's like a windsock. I picked these trousers. I was like, these ain't going to fit me. Perfect. So I said to T, after this fucking wedding, I ain't eating nothing.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I'm on steroids as well for my neck and my shoulder.
Yeah.
So
I remember you saying
I
that.
think that's apparently that makes you put on weight. So that's the excuse I'm using.
Steroids do. Yeah, I know. A lot of steroids keep water retention and everything in, don't they?
But that's going to be my excuse. So it's me steroids. But yeah, no, poor. That's when I knew I was put these I put the 40s on, and literally you could not see the buckle of the fucking trousers. My belly was over and was holding my trousers up for me.
I think what you got with weight and everything like that, though, but in personal hindsight, I think if you're happy, who gives a shit? Who cares?
Exactly. But I think
Do you know what I mean? If
obviously
you're
my
20
shoulder.
stone, if you're 25 stone, who
Yeah.
cares? If you're happy, sod it. If other people don't like it, bye bye.
See, it affects me a lot because I've got arthritis in my hip, and I dislocated my knee. So when I put on weight, my hip and my knee, I'm just in agony.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's when I start hurting. That's when I know I've put on weight. But if I want to lose it, I'll lose it so quickly. I'm such a stubborn bastard. If I say I'm going to do something, I'll do it.
See, I'm up and down with it. Obviously, with mine, it's obviously if I don't, because obviously I rely on a lot of insulin. If I stop taking my insulin,
Yeah.
like when we went away, I sort of didn't take no insulin for a week. Obviously, I've
bloody
suffered a
hell.
lot of consequences. I suffered a lot of consequences from it. I lost, what was it, £16, 5 days. So it just, if I stop taking it, it's just goes down instant. Because obviously the body's still eating
Yeah.
itself. That's what happens
Bloody
basically. If you
hell.
don't take insulin, the body starts eating itself inside. Hence why you lose the weight. And then as soon as I start taking it, it starts creeping back up. So I keep fluctuating by a stone here and there. I go up and I come back down, and I go back up and I come back down.
Yeah.
But it's one of them, and like I said,
Yeah.
weight's weight. As long as you're happy, sod what fucking people say.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I was never big until I hit probably 25 or in my mid 20s,
Hmm.
and then I got really big. Then I lost loads of weight, and I got really big again, and lost shitloads of weight. So I ended up just running to work, and then I'd go to the gym after work. Then I'd run home, and where I'd done nights, I was running at like 1, 2 in the morning, and living in Hammersmith, I'd get stopped by the police running, and they're like, "What are you running from?" Like, I'm just out for a run. It's like 2 in the morning. Yeah, well, I didn't finish work till 1, so running around. What are you running from, or 2? So
I think weight-wise, though, if you look at some people, they don't look right skinny.
Yeah.
And then you put a bit of weight on them, they look better.
Yeah.
It's all right, well and good people saying, "Oh yeah, you're in the right weight bracket," but you know, but then you put a couple of stone on them, they look 10 times better. It's weird, very strange.
It's like Tribal Buddhist just said, I was never big till I broke my back and my thyroid failed.
Shit, man.
Breaking your back. Shit. I slipped a disc and I thought I was dying. So breaking your back.
Yeah,
I thought I was having a stroke when I slipped my disc. It was the missus was laughing. It literally, my whole left arm went numb, and I had a massive pain under here and all up here. I've come around and said, call the ambulance, I'm having a stroke. So you're not having a stroke, silly bastard, sit down. And it turned out that, it was just slipped discs.
I think what I need, I don't know what you call it. Do you know where you lie on the bed and they crackle your bones in?
Yeah. Chiropractic or something.
That. I need all that done. Whole back, the whole front, the lot, the legs.
Yeah,
like when you're a kid at school, you have the assemblies. You used to have to sit down, cross your legs, sit down.
Yeah.
Don't move. If I do that now, I can't get back up.
Yeah, I can't sit cross-legged because of my hip and my knee now.
Yeah, it's fucking. That's what I need. Cracking all back in place. Then the job is a good one.
Shit! He broke his fourth vertebra. Shit! He lost the feeling in his legs for 3 months. Oh shit! Yeah, no, I remember that. I think Tribe would tell me if I'm wrong, but he was in the army and he got blown up.
Shit, man.
It's mental.
No, that is.
I think you'll be pretty lucky to just get away with a broken back. Shit. Yeah, I'm sure, but I'm really sorry if I got that completely wrong, but something tells me that that's actually what happened.
Shit.
We're on food and injuries. Chat's going ballistic. Everyone loves this sort of chat.
We're a vape channel talking about food. It's mad, isn't it? No, it's all good. It's all good.
So have you got any reviews coming up?
Yeah, I just put one out today of the Vitalize. It's a new company. I don't know if you heard of them. Atorium. Vitalize mint cake. I've put that one out today. And then I'm going to do the Watofo M Profile M. I'm going to do that one. I'm not going to try it before I review it because I don't want to muck the coils up. I'm going to do it there and then and give my thoughts as of there and then. I'm going to do that I think this week. And I have got quite a few of it. I've got some juices from a company called the Knots Family in the UK on Instagram. They sent me about 6 little juices out. Mystery, so I don't know what they are. I ain't got a fucking clue what they are. They want me to basically review them on camera and give my opinions. So obviously it's a review, but I don't know what they're going to be. So it's like, what I'm going to do, they've got 6, and I can't sit here and do 6 in a freaking row. And I don't, because obviously the bottles are only plain. I'm just going to sort of do probably get 3 RTAs or 3 RDAs on the go, and try 3 of them, try and give them a sort of what I think they are, what sort of profile they are, and if they are any good liquids. Because you do know if they taste shit, they're going to taste shit, ain't they? You're going to be able to tell.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do sort of, so I'll probably thumbnail that mystery juice review, something like that. I need to get them out of the way because they come in before I had COVID, but then being with COVID and I couldn't taste or smell, it was pointless doing them. I couldn't do them, so I've got to get them out. So they'll probably go out this week.
Yeah.
And that profile them, and then obviously later on, I've got old Eddie here, which I'm reviewing.
It just reminds me, like, it looks exactly like similar to the mix.
Mate, it's better. Look how tiny that is.
That is, I didn't realise it was that small.
Yeah, it's tiny. It is midget. That let's put it this way. I've always gone on about the Paramore Revived edition. We've all obviously not a cheap mod, 50 quid, 50 plus quid, and all the paint starts falling off. It's not even been took out of the house. And the black and the red are just tinkering off, right?
Yeah.
This shit's all over it.
Really?
Ooh. Quality, everything. Shit's all over it. And it's cheaper. And this is I purchased this from Nature Vape.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, pure class. Pure class. You know, even the looks, you can get it in different colours. Obviously, the band which you see around the middle here, you can get it in clear, you can get it in gunmetal, you can get it in white. So there's a different sort of array of colours. But like I says, look, you how tiny that is.
It's ridiculous. I've got to get you on the billet box. I'm getting you on the billet box and you like little things.
Yeah, but it's the problem with the billet box is look at the price. Look at the price. Then you get a billet box and you're going to want to change things to your way. You're going to want to change door panels. You're going to want to change bridges and stuff like that. Yeah. Then you're looking 300, 400, 500 quid later, mate.
So true. I can get you cheaper ones. Well, you go down the clone route.
No, I know you can. Yeah.
Yeah, or you go for a Bantam box. Have you seen the Bantam boxes? The mini ones. It's in 18350, but
18350 I've seen, yeah.
That's not a proper mouth song because it's not high wattage at all, is it? I think it's like 30 watts.
Yeah, which is all you need anyway. It's plenty. 30 watts is plenty anyway. But I like my mouth long tanks. I do like my mouth long tanks. I'm half mouth long, half direct long guy sort of vape. But I'm happy with this, so that will be coming out at some point. That's about it, mate. And obviously, I'm on Nature Vape Show on Tuesday over on Marc's Nature Vape channel, and that's it. More review-wise, I used to obviously pick out what I was going to do for that week, where now it's more, what do I want to do? So I get a few products in and buy some stuff, and then it's what do I want to do at that point? Yeah, it's there and then because I've used them all. So then I think, I'm going to do this, and that's the way I just do it, and then I'll do that one. Yeah,
at least you got a bit more of a say of what you do and when, rather than think, oh fuck, I've got to do this one. I don't really want to do it.
Well, this is it. I think everybody enjoys free shit because I think if they sit there saying they don't, they're bullshitting.
Yeah.
Most reviewers will sit there and gladly take free shit, and I would, of course, I would. I'd be a fucking fool not to.
Yeah.
But the one thing I won't do is I won't sit there saying something's good.
When it's
not, because I think the way you got to look at it, and where I've always said, where even with myself, when I used to watch certain reviewers and they'd review a product, and I think, that sounds really good. Then you go out and buy it, and you get it home, and it's, shocking. Am I doing something wrong? Have I done something wrong? Have I not done the coils right? I've not done the wicking right. And at the end of the day, you've done everything right, but you've brought a bag of shit. And I ain't going to be like that. I said from day one, from when I had one sub to even if I got 1,000, whatever,
I
would never change. If it's crap, it's crap, and I'm going to say it's crap because I don't think people do go out there off reviews and buy certain things.
Oh, massively, yeah. I can tell you what.
You know what I mean? And I think even 30 quid's a lot of bloody money in the UK. And if you brought it, you get it home, and it's crap. That's 30 quid gone.
It puts you off
Do
then
you know what I
if you're that
mean?
reviewer as well.
Well, this is it. So I'm just going to do things my way. And like I said, 99% of the stuff I buy anyway, so I can't do it my way.
Yeah,
Shit. It just
yeah,
goes at the fucking shelf, gets washed back out, and sits on the shelf. And then sometimes, like a guy that comes to me regular at work, he was like, "Have you got this, this, and this?" And I says, "Well, why do you want it for?" "Oh, I want them. I've watched reviews. I want them. Have you got them?" I says, "Yeah." So we had all four of them, four RTAs off me, and I didn't like them,
yeah.
but he loved them.
See,
So,
that's the thing. Is also with reviews. Some people say they're shit, but you might like it.
well, this is, but the only
It's
problem I have off him now is he comes back to me every week asking me to wick them. So I wick all four back up.
fuck off. You just start charging him a
Honestly,
fiver each time.
I don't. I do it for nothing. It's like
Yeah,
with coils. He asked me to coil some of them, and I just do it with a bit of wire I've got here. It's just nothing special. It's just simple alien coils
yeah,
off a spool of wire, and I do that for him. And like I says to him, he always offers, "Oh, do you want this?" But it's like, well, if it helps you, mate, nah, it's a 2 minute
yeah,
job for me. Bump, bump. There you go.
yeah,
Job's a good one. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
So
So I know what you mean. I do help people out, but I always say, "You come again, I'll fucking charge you," but I never do.
yeah, this is it. You see, isn't it? So if it's
Yeah.
benefiting other people, I don't mind, mate. I really don't mind.
Oh,
It's
I did get Tribal Buddhas wrong. He was in
oh
the
yeah,
Marine Corps, but Wolf fell on him when he was working. It was Jake Scrapwood that got blew up. You know the guy that I was telling you that does the Stabwood mods?
yeah.
Yeah, he was the guy that got blew up in the army and broke his back.
Shit,
Yeah, so I did get it wrong.
shit,
So I was right and right again. But
shit.
okay, oh, shit,
No.
we've been going for an hour and 27 minutes. Bloody
And
hell.
that's gone quite quick, hasn't it? It's
Yeah,
quite hot in this room as well. It's
right,
gone quite quick.
I'm sweating a little bit. So, do you want to start pimping your shit?
Yeah. La, 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 la. I keep getting dry mouth. Um, obviously, as I've said numerous times, Amatorial e-liquid is up over on the channel. Jackson Vape reviews. As a lot of people know, I do juice reviews with a little twist. One juice, two outcomes. What that basically is I test it direct lung as well as mouth to lung. So something sort of for everybody there. That's up over on the channel. I will be over on Nature Vape's channel on Tuesday night with McTavish, Roy's reviews, and Nature Vape, aka Marc himself, on Tuesday at 8:30. And just keep your eyes peeled on the channel. If you don't subscribe to me, and you fancy it, subscribe and just click the bell notification, and my reviews will just pop up. Like I just said, it is what it is. I'll try and put obviously a couple of reviews out each week, but it's what I fancy on that day. I want to review, and then I put it out. So I will have obviously more reviews coming out. I have got a couple of juice reviews, a couple of hardware reviews. And that's about it. Stay safe, vape safe, and crack on.
Okay, so right, couple of things. If you want to head over to my Instagram, shit, sorry, I'm brought the wrong
Oh
screen
shit!
up.
Yeah, I need to say that.
I've got a 1,000 follower sale on my Instagram. So if you want a couple of good deals on some coils, thanks Chris. He's just dropped the link down for my website. There's a pack of sales going on. It's only going on till midday Tuesday, and there won't be another sale like this. So head over there. And actually, while we're here, I'll just 2 seconds. I'll tell you what's on there.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
sec. I love this wheelie chair. Don't even have to stand up. So if you head over there, we're doing buy two get one free, buy four get two free, buy six get two coils of your choice and one special unreleased coil. Or if you want to go for the big boy special, buy 10 get four free and two special unreleased coils. The unreleased coils are £20 each when they go live at the end of the next week. And then there's the mystery package for £50, which is a random selection of three coils and two unreleased coils. So if you fancy a bit of a sale and you want to help a brother out, head over to my Instagram and follow the description on there how to enter the sale. Also, if you fancy seeing my ugly mug again tonight, we've got Codename Wired, which is happening at 10 o'clock British Standard Time, 11 o'clock European Time, 5 o'clock Eastern Time, 4 o'clock Central Time, and 2 o'clock Pacific Time. So you can head over there. It will stay on this channel and it will pop up. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at the Cloud Cartel UK. Facebook is the Cloud Cartel UK. And make sure you subscribe to Jackson Vape Reviews. Make sure you go through all his videos, give them all a thumbs up. You got to help him out. We all need to help each other out nowadays. So that's it from my side. So I can't. Oh yeah, Tribal Buddha's put in for his special coils as well. So yeah, I think that's the end of it now. So thanks for sticking around for an hour and a half. It's good to be back, and we'll see you in 2 weeks' time.
See you later, all. Bye bye.
See you later.